awe mwizi, unaweza mtakia hivyo. Kwa hivyo lazima tujenge community iko na upendo na ina tolerate watu wote, muradi wanataka waonyeshe njia. Hiyo ndio Pastor Kanyari ameniomba nimuonyeshe njia. Na tumekaa hapa masaa matatu tunamuonyesha njia.
Daktari, you've been on a call.
Pastor Kanyari, I love to know, yesterday I saw you crying on social media. Does it mean all this trolling has affected you? And number two, you have big people looking up to you, your family included. Don't you think all you're doing on social media is not affecting your family?
Yeah, yesterday nilikuwa nalia kwa sababu ya vile ambavyo hiyo mambo ili happen, kwa sababu mimi sikuwa nimeichukua serious. Niliokoa msichana wenyewe, maana sikutaka aonekane kama amekosea sana. So I was crying to the people, wamsamehe tu na hiyo kitu haitajirudia tena. That's why I was crying. About my family, hiyo kitu ya daktari alikuwa amesema ya kwamba nitashikwa, nitafanya nini, ilimsumbua mama yangu sana mpaka akakuwa kama amegonjeka. So sometime this thing inapatia mtu headache kidogo.
Daktari, you've been on a call with Choku. Umeweza kusema you guys are going to have a conversation probably. What are you planning for Choku?
Amefurahi sana kwamba tumeongea. That touches my heart. And I wish we can all open our doors as leaders, as parents, open our doors to our children, all and sundry, to know that they can come home, that they can be loved, that we can be friends, and that we can listen to each other. Sasa hiyo mambo ingine yote mtakuwa mnayaona. Mimi nimeingia mtandao, hata wamenifuata sana, tumekuwa live na wakanifuata, hata wakanituma mazawadi hata sijui za kutoa. Nimesema all those gifts I'll plow them back to support wale hawajiwezi, wale wako na shida kwa hiyo community tu ya TikTok. Na ndio maana tumepandana, kwa maana tumesema sio vile walikuwa wanatutukulia. Hata tumewaimbia wimbo tukasema si tulikuwa wabaya kuliko wao. Watu wanatuonanga tulizaliwa tukiwa holy. Kazolo wako wapi? Kazolo. Kuja kwa maana tulikuwa tunasema watu wengi wanatuonanga. Unajua hawa watoto kwa nini ama youth wanaongopa hata government? Ni kwa maana wao wanajua vitu vingine ni makosa, kwa maana TikTok is a stretching the boundaries, na wanaona kama hawatapendwa, kama hawatasikizwa. Na lakini mimi nilikuwa hapa kuwaelezea tulikuwa wabaya kuliko wao. Sasa Kasolo akaimba wimbo unasema tulikuwa wabaya kuliko wewe. Yesu ni Bwana. Kasolo tunaimba hiyo leo. Hawa watoto wetu wasituongope. Sisi tulikuwa manoma. Na kuambia tumefanya makosa mengi, ni neema ya Mungu. Wengine wetu we were not meant to be anything. We meant terrible mistakes. We could have been jailed when we were young. We could have even died. We need God's grace. That grace is also available for them. We cannot sit here and be holier than them and point fingers. What we can do is to tell them our story. That we too meant it. We too were forgiven. We too were shown mercy. We too were loved when we were unlovable. We too, mtu alishika mikono yetu. Na ndio maana mimi niko sio. Wengi ninaelezeanga story yangu mahali nilitoka na shida tulikuwa. So hao watu wanajiona kama wamepotea ama hawapendwi. I want them to know that they will have a friend in me. I'm going to mobilize all the government agencies and all our friends, including TikTok itself and all these platforms, to say Kenya has the greatest infrastructure on ICT in this continent. How can we use this to make a community where we help our youth, not condemn them, but show them the way and support them in the things that they need. Kwa hivyo Choku, anaitwa? Choku rafiki yangu sana. Choku, tumeongea amekuja live. Nikampenda sana. Na yeye mwenyewe unajua ameniambia anaishi Ujerumani, akudhania siku moja tutaongea. Sasa tumezungumza, tumesema tutakuwa na muda wetu. Kuna mambo mengine tutaleta kwa public, nzini marafiki tumeonana, tumependana. And I think Choku serves as an example that we all can be good to each other. We can be humane. We can love each other, and we can open our doors to listen to each other. And rather than condemn and promote the elements of the things that make us different, we can promote the things that bring us together, which is love, kindness, and humanity.
Have you enjoyed the gift, and probably are you planning on going on more lives on TikTok?
Kabisa. Sirudi nyuma. Sasa nitakuwa kama Pastor Kanyari. Only that I am going to use it responsibly. Even Pastor Kanyari, now he's our president. Check, and I'll be on his neck. kitu ikitokea mbaya hapo itaripotiwa kwangu kwanza. Na ataenda ata apologize because you know we are not perfect. Nobody is 100%. I am not hoping that you will repeat the mistakes. But if anything goes wrong, we don't condemn, we'll talk and we'll set the record straight. In other words, this is our platform, all of us. I'm going live, I'll be doing live in sessions on TikTok, and I'll be advising my youth and helping. In fact, mimi nimesema kwa maana mimi ndio chairman wa welfare. Yangu itakuwa kuja tu wakati tunatoa. Ninaanza, I'll be leading by example. So wale watu wote wako wanadhania walikuwa wameachwa or they in that world on their own. No, they are friends and we are going to work with the journey with them.
Okay.
I wanted to advise, yes.
Daktari, I have a question. This is away from the matter, but ni kitu nimeona nikuulize because we have you right now.
Yes.
Sababu ulikuwa former boss pale
Kenya Kfcb.
Yes. So right now I have a letter imepostiwa sasa hivi from Obbina. I guess unajua Obbina.
Yes.
He has been doing very well on YouTube.
Yes.
Show yake live. But right about now amepost on Instagram and he has posted ametumua a letter by Kfcb which requires him to have a license to do his YouTube show na pia YouTube channel ya family Obbina the Obbinas where he does content with his children. So is amesema hapa chini sasa hizi ni gani tena, let me holler at my friend Dr. Ezekiel Mutua anichanue before kinirambe. Maybe what's your take on this? Do you think the letter ndo inaweza kuonesha hapa is it ni normal from Kfcb that a YouTuber mwenye anafanya content anafaa kuwa na license before posting it on YouTube?
Yes, that's the law. Unfortunately, the law is on us, as they say. The Films and Stage Plays Act Cap 222 of the laws of Kenya says no film or class of film shall be done without the approval of the board. But you see, this is a 1963 act. It has gone through amendments, but some of those stipulations are long before these digital platforms came. If you are to flood Kfcb with all the content that we want to upload, and there are millions who are going live, they cannot manage the job. What we need to do is create the guidelines and help people. So I don't think it will go anywhere in terms of punitive measures. And like I've said, I've been there for 6 years. I created most of those regulations, and I do know when a mistake has been committed. Obbina is creating also a platform for the youth to be able to talk and for people to have a conversation. I know the government is looking for money through platforms like this, but we are going to ensure that it's done in a way that we don't kill creativity. So Obbina is my mentee. He's a friend of mine, and just like Pastor Victor Kanyari, I'm going to stand for these youth. Not from a point of defending them, by ensuring that if it's a mistake, somebody can apologize, somebody can, if it's retribution like we did with Mbarambamba, and there's a fine to pay, we are going to raise money and pay if we must do it. But even in court, you are given a chance to mitigate and to say sorry. So I don't think it is cast in stone. Nobody should discourage Obbina. I saw the kind of interviews he's doing, even with the people like Mike Songo, and I think we should not. We should just guide them to ensure that they play within the law, rather than just sending general condemnation. I think it's a matter that has just been brought to my attention, and I'll deal with it.
All right.
My name is Ezekiel. My question goes to Ezekiel Mutua. One of the key things people are doing is more of content creation, and TikTok is another platform that people use it to generate incomes. As much as people are there to be gifted, we as also we have seen exactly other countries, they are having the monetary value in it, whereby the content creators are being paid. Are you, as Ezekiel, are you also coming up with an idea on how, as creators from Africa, not only Africa but in Kenya, we are going to gain a revenue as we create content on TikTok? Because other countries like Germany, they are being monetized.
Remember, I've been to the forefront of this conversation. I'm the first one who raised the discussion about regulation of TikTok, and with Bob Ndolo filed a petition to Parliament. We appeared before the Parliamentary Committee on Public Petitions, and we were listened, and we were very clear that we don't want TikTok to be banned, we want it to be regulated, and want to have regulation and a stipulation that are going to help this platform to monetize. And when we raised this conversation, the president, our own president, Dr. William Ruto, called the CEO of TikTok, and we had a conversation. The TikTok leadership and the office from South Africa has been here. I've met them countless times. They've been to Kenya Film Classification Board. So these are conversations that are ongoing, so that even where we need to improve the law, we do it quickly. That's why I went through Parliament. Where we need to have just informal mediation processes, we do that. But the whole idea is to ensure that we enhance the element of job creation and wealth through the creativity of our youth, not to stifle that creativity, but to enhance it. That's why I met Pastor Kanyari, because I saw that as a platform, and I saw the following and the kind of excitement he's creating as something. Even if you told him to leave or you blocked him, someone else will come up.
Yeah.
There is no stopping these technologies. We can only engage. We cannot ban it or jail people. We have to be reasonable and say, let's have a discussion.
All right, maybe.
Next week, that is May, not June, we are going to have our Facebook pages are going to be monetized.
Yes.
Do you think this is there still, or there is some of the plans?
No, it's ongoing. It's ongoing. Right now, as you speak, you have seen the president this week has been at Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta, Georgia. Yesterday in Washington, D.C. All the deals that are being cut. I think Kenya has never been at the level where it has been taken through this presidency in terms of international networking and getting the attention of the world. Never before have we seen the kind of respect Kenyan president has been given in the visit that is ongoing currently, meeting President Joe Biden, meeting former President Obama, and striking real deals that are going to help the youth. And let me